Welcome back to Education on Cloud students. Have a good day. So in today's Tally for Business class, that is in the previous class we were discussing about system accounting. So let us continue further. Before starting, I will explain you what are the topics we covered in the previous class and what are the topics we will cover in today's class. So let us continue, students. So in the previous class we discussed about what exactly is system accounting. Then we discussed about what is Tally Prime. After explaining about Tally Prime, we also discussed the steps for creating a company in Tally. Then we discussed about the Tally Prime settings. That is, after creating the company, we learn how to feature the company. So featuring is a type of settings. So in today's class we will discuss about configuration. Then we will discuss about the topic gateway of Tally screen and menu. This gateway of Tally screen is also called as home screen. So these are the topics we will learn today. And then one more topic also we will be learning today, that is how to display the list of reserved groups in Tally. So we will learn how to display the list of reserved groups or the predefined groups. So these are the topics we will cover. So let us begin. So first topic what we are going to discuss is how to use keyboard shortcuts in Tally Prime. See, keyboard shortcuts in Tally Prime is very important, and by learning the keyboard shortcuts effectively we can use the Tally Prime application. In a faster way we can work in Tally Prime application. This is the necessity for knowing about the keyboard shortcuts in Tally Prime. So let me explain you the concept how the keyboard shortcuts are denoted and how are they supposed to be used in Tally Prime. So let us discuss. So keyboard shortcuts in Tally Prime, as I said you, it will help us a lot in learning easy method to access the screens or options in a faster and efficient way. So usually in Tally Prime, if you see a notation, that is if you see a keyboard shortcut in the following manner, say suppose you are able to see here a shortcut F1. So F1 will be denoted in this way in Tally Prime application. You can see here F1 help. So what does it mean is, it means that you are simply supposed to press only the functional key F1. Suppose if it was T, shortcut was T, it means that you are supposed to press keyboard shortcut just T. Okay, so when you press the mentioned keys, automatically it leads to the option directly. So this is how they use the shortcut in Tally Prime. See, if you find another notation type, if you find an key underlined by single line, see this is a single underline. You can notice here in this case there is single underline. So usually in Tally or Tally Prime, single underline means that you are supposed to press Alt key. Same way if you find double underline, see in this case there is double underline. If you find double underline, it means that you are supposed to press Control key with the combination of other key. So in first case you can see here it is P underlined, single underline. So it means that we are supposed to press Alt key. Along with Alt key we are supposed to press the key P, that is alphabet P. Similarly in the second case you can see there are double underline, that is H double underline. So H double underline means that Control key you are supposed to press. Along with Control key you are supposed to press H. So this is how the keyboard shortcuts works in Tally. If you have only the key mentioned, it means only that key you are supposed to press. If the key along with single underline is mentioned, it means that Alt key plus that particular key you are supposed to press. If you find an key with double underline, it means that you are supposed to press Control and then that particular key which is mentioned. So this is how the shortcuts work in Tally Prime or Tally application. I will teach you about keyboard shortcuts in Tally Prime. In Tally Prime, as you can notice, I have opened the application. So keyboard shortcuts are usually used so that we can work efficiently in Tally Prime, and we will be able to work faster using the keyboard shortcuts. So this is the main purpose of keyboard shortcuts in Tally Prime. The keyboard shortcuts in Tally Prime are usually notated in three different ways. So you can notice, for example, so in this particular license screen, you can notice here, there is a shortcut alphabet mentioned T for continuing in education mode. There is a shortcut U for use license from network, R for reactivate existing license, A for activate new license. It means that in these shortcuts, you are supposed to press only that particular key. That is, in first case, continue in education mode, we are supposed to press only the keyboard shortcut T from the keyboard. So by pressing so, you will be directly able to access that particular option. You can notice here, I'll press the keyboard shortcut T, so it continues. Same way, you can see in the top menu bar, there are certain shortcuts with single underline. For example, here the company option is having the keyboard shortcut K single underline. So K single underline means that we are supposed to press Alt key along with K. So you can notice here, when I press Alt K, that is K and single underline means Alt key and K. So when I press that, you can see here the company option submenu opens. Similarly, certain shortcuts you will be able to see an key along with double underline. So it means that, so if you find any key with a double underline, it means that you are supposed to press control key along with that particular shortcut key. For example, you can notice here in this particular screen, you can see there is a button option change mode. To access this using keyboard shortcut, we are supposed to press H double underline. So H double underline shortcut means that we are supposed to press control key and H. So you can see here the list of modes gets displayed, so from which you can select the required options. So this is how easily in Tally Prime we make use of the keyboard shortcuts. That is, if there is only a key mentioned, then it means that only that particular key has to be mentioned. If you mention, or if the shortcut is mentioned with single underline, it means that we are supposed to press that key along with Alt key. If there is a key mentioned with double underline, it means that control key plus that particular key we are supposed to press. So this is how the keyboard shortcuts works in Tally Prime. So now let us discuss about a very important concept or the topic, that is the gateway of Tally screen. So this is gateway of Tally screen. It is also known as the home screen. So you can notice here, so this entire screen what you are seeing here is actually called as the gateway of Tally screen, or it is also known as the home screen, because this will usually be just same whenever, most of the time when we work. So this would be the screen setup. So here in this particular Tally gateway of Tally screen or the home screen, first on top you will notice top menu bar. So the top one, so this region here you can notice here, so this region is actually called as the top menu bar. I have labeled it already. Then this region here, this region is actually the company details region. So this is actually what? Company details region. So in this particular region, the company details are displayed. What company details? So you will be able to see the current date, you will be able to see the current period, and you will also be able to see the company name which is currently being used or which we have opened currently. Then next you will see right side a button bar. This is actually called as right button bar, and you will also see a menu. This is actually called as the gateway of Tally menu. This menu is actually called as what? Gateway of Tally menu. Now let us learn about the gateway of Tally screen or the home screen. Once we open Tally Prime application after opening our company, so the screen which you notice here now, as of now, this screen is actually called as the gateway of Tally screen, or it is also known as the home screen. So in the home screen, the top area which you see here is actually called as the top menu bar. So using the top menu bar, we can manage the company or the Tally Prime application itself. So this is actually called as the top menu bar. Then region below is actually called as here, the region below here. It actually displays the company information. So in the company information, you will be able to notice or see current date, current period, name of the company, last voucher entry date. So this is the company details area. Then you find the gateway of Tally menu. So this menu here is actually called as the gateway of Tally menu, and on the right hand side you have the buttons area, which is called as the right side button area or right button area. Now we will discuss about the top menu bar. So in the top menu bar, what do we find? See, in the top menu bar you will find options for managing the company or configuring Tally. So this is what usually the manage or the top menu bar provides, these options through which we can manage the company or manage or configure the entire Tally application. So in Tally Prime, these are the options you will find in the top menu bar. So the top menu bar, first option is called as the company option. Keyboard shortcut for that is Alt K, because in the buttons notation I told you, if an alphabet and single underline it is mentioned, it means that Alt key along with that particular alphabet. In this case it is mentioned K underline, that is single underline. So it means that Alt and K we are supposed to press or use as shortcut. Then the second one, so this one was the first option. Second one is the data option. Keyboard shortcut for this is Alt Y. Then the third option is exchange option, and the fourth one is go to option. Fifth is import option. Sixth one is export option. Seventh is email option. Eighth one is print option, and then last ninth one is the help option. So these are the options available in the top menu bar in Tally Prime. Let us detailedly learn about it. See, the top menu bar, as I mentioned you, it provides us the options. So using these options, what we can do, we can manage our company. Okay, as I told you earlier itself, company is nothing but the file in which we will maintain the accounts of a company. So here the Tally menu options basically help us to manage these companies. It also helps us to manage the Tally Prime application. It helps us to manage the users in the company and the data storage, sharing, all these we can manage through the top menu bar in Tally Prime. And this menu also has the child items in it. So using which, or you can use this top menu bar along with its child menu or child or sub menu options anywhere from the Tally Prime. That is, from any screen you will be able to access. That is, this top menu bar will be same. It will remain same in all the screens in Tally application or Tally Prime application. Similarly, you will find help option. So in the help option, in the help menu, you can launch the Tally Prime or Tally help option or the wizard, and you will also be able to get upgrade application notifications, using which you can upgrade the Tally software to a newer release. So these are the things you can be able to do this, and there will be a red note notification which tells that the new release has been released, so that when you find that you can upgrade your Tally application. Let us continue. So the first option, as we discussed earlier in the top menu bar, is actually called as company option. When you select this, you will be able to see the menu in this way. So the menu contains options to create a company, modify or alter a company, change company, that is you can change from one company to another company, that is one file to another file. You can select a company, you can close, that is shut a company. Then you have submenu options for online access, but before trying this you are supposed to configure your Tally applications. Only in a licensed version you can do this. So using that you can connect remotely from one location to that computer, that is the Tally server, and then access your company details and maintain accounts. So disconnect is to disconnect. Connectivity status will show us the connectivity status. Remote access to remote access the company details using the Tally server. Then browser access. Then you have configurations. So in Tally, configurations is nothing but settings. So in that you can do company featuring, you can adjust security features, Tally vault features, and you also will find the online access options. So these are the options you will find in the company options. Let us continue. Next is the data option. So in data option, this is the menu. Keyboard shortcut is Alt plus Y. So here you will be able to work with respect to the data, that is the company data. That is, we can take backup of our company data. The reason for taking backup is for safety purpose. If the system or Tally crashes, from the backup data which we have backed up, so using that we can recover or restore. So that is restore actually. Then split helps you to split the company data. Then you have data path. Using this you can configure the data path, that is in the system, local system, where exact or in which exact path you want to store the company. That location you can select and store. So these are the options available in data option. Let us continue. The next option is the exchange option. So using the exchange option, what we can do, see, it actually activates or leads to the exchange menu. So in the exchange menu you will have options for e-way bills. You can send the e-way bill, that is you can store it as a PDF and then send it through mail. Directly you also have options to mail it. So whatever the file format you want, you can select and mail the copy of the e-way bill. Then similarly in configuration you also have option for data synchronization. So these things you can do using the exchange option. Now next is go to option. So go to option is also one of the important options in the top menu bar in Tally Prime. See, in this you will find options to view list of screens or views or reports. So you can see, you can check directly the common reports like balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash or bank book, day book, ledger, stock summary, trial balance, masters and vouchers, statistics, stock query, charts of accounts. Then you also can access the financial account reports, receivables, payables, bank utilities, ledger reports, group reports, voucher reports, etc., etc. All these things you can access directly from this particular go to option. And once you access that, it will be in the current screen, whatever screen you are in the current state. On top of it, it will open. Once you close that particular screen which you have opened using the go to option, you will come back to the previous original screen where you had earlier working. So let us continue. So the go to option, as I said you, is one of the options available in the top menu bar. So it helps you actually quickly to access any report or any Tally feature that you want to use. So any screen that you access will be on top of the current screen. Once you close the current screen, So what will happen? You will come back to your original screen in which you were working. So this is what I explained you earlier. Next important option, another important option, this is actually called as the import option. So using the import options from other source, you can import the company data like masters, that is ledgers, account groups, currencies, units of measure, etc., etc. Then also vouchers, bank details and other configurations from other source you can import into the current company. Similarly, the next option is called as the export option. So from the current company, if you want to export any report, or you want to export any other master, ledger, book, day book, so any sort of report, you can use this export option and export it into different formats like XML format, HTML format, JPEG format or PDF formats. So this can be mailed or sent. You also have the next option which we will discuss is actually called as the mail option. So the mail option is also available in the top menu bar. So using which you can mail whatever report or the ledger or the day book or whatever the views you want, you can send them through email. But configurations has to be done before sending. From which mail to which mail, all those things you can select the options and you can send it. So this has to be configured. So the next important menu option is the print option, which you will find in the top menu bar. So this is actually called as print. So using which you can print, that is, it will help you to take prints of reports, various reports, vouchers, so etc., etc., whatever you want to print. So you will be able to print from this particular menu option. Lastly, very important, last but not the least, the very important is the help option. So shortcut is F1. When you press this, you will be able to see the help menu. So using which you can access Tally help, you can check out what is new in Tally, you can upgrade. So if you are having a new release, so there will be a dot indication of notification. So using which we can upgrade, means that new release has been available. So you can upgrade this to the latest or the new release version. Then you can go for Tally website for shopping other products. Then you have troubleshooting, settings, TDLs, Tally data definition language or data definition language and other add-ons, and then also you have an option for about. So these are the options you will find in the top menu bar. Now let us learn about the top menu bar in Tally Prime. So the region on the top is actually called as the top menu bar. So using which we can manage our company or manage the entire Tally Prime application. So you can notice here the first option which you find here is actually called as the company, and the keyboard shortcut for that is Alt K. So when I press Alt K, the company option opens and you can see in the menu the options as follows: create. So the create option is used to create a company. Alter option is used to alter an existing company. Change option is used to change from one company to another company. Select option is used to select a company. Shut option is used to close an existingly opened company. Similarly, you also have options for online access, but in order to use online access, first the configuration has to be done. Connect option is used to connect using the remote option a file or a company present in the Tally server. Disconnect option is used to disconnect the connection. Connectivity status is used to check the connectivity status. Remote access is to remotely access a company. Browser access, using the browser you can access a company using the Tally server. Similarly, you have the configurations area. Here we can configure features. F11 is used to configure a company. Security options, then Tally Vault and the online access options. Similarly, the next menu option or the option which you find in the top menu bar is actually the data option. So using the data option, the company data can be backed up that is using the backup data option, we can backup our currently open company details into another storage medium. In case if the application, that is a Tally application, crashes, then we can use the restore option and restore back the company. Similarly, you will find the split option, which is used to split the company data. Then you, under troubleshooting, you will find the options like repair, migrate, all exceptions, and then you also find an option called as data path. Using the data path option, we can configure the data path in the local system. The next option is exchange. Using the exchange option, we can synchronize the data. Similarly, you also have option for go to. So the go to option, using it, we can move to any view or reports screen in Tally. After selecting that particular view or reports screen, it gets displayed. To we can, as soon as we close that particular screen or view, we will come back to the original screen. So this is the use of go to option. Similarly, we have import option. Shortcut for that is Alt O. So using import options from other source, you can import the masters, transactions, bank details, configurations, etc. Similarly, export option is used to export the current reports, masters, transactions into various other formats like HTML, XML format, PDF format, JPEG format, etc. Similarly, the next option under the top menu bar is the email option. Using the email option, we can send through email the reports or the books. For this, configuration has to be done. From one mail ID to the other mail ID, we can send. Similarly, we have the print option. Using the print option, we can print various reports, day books, etc. using this, and configuration of the printer also can be done using this options. Finally, we have the help option. So using the help option, we can find the Tally help, we can find what's new in Tally, we can upgrade our Tally software, then we can go to the Tally shop, we can troubleshoot, we also have options for settings, then we also get information about Tally. So these are the options available in the top menu bar.